No voice.
Right, we're live. Welcome to Inter's Tier 3, Round 6 at Singapore. I am Batman1 and alongside me is...
Sam, how are we, fellas?
I'm good, man, yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Very interesting race today. But just before we get started, looks like we're having some lobby issues. So Richo's out, Cuds couldn't get back in.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's not a good start to the day, is it? We'll just...
I'm just going to confirm a few things here in Discord. Can I have an... I'm just going to send Richo an invite. And while I do that, if you want to just...
So we've got Paris and Bopton and Verk and bloody who cares coming out for their first laps. I would be expecting to see sort of in the 137s today for the tier 3 boys. We were in the 38s yesterday and a couple of 37s, but Aussie was racing with us last night and he had a fairly good race. So only one halves are reserved to turn up. Buster Batman here, mate. I hope you're well. So we will, looks like Powers is going to be the first to start a lap. So we will stay on board with him and see what this man can do in that lovely looking Red Bull.
That Red Bull is beautiful. Even though
It is a nice car.
Season, she is just absolutely gorgeous.
I don't think they'll ever change their livery, will they?
Nah, not Red Bull. If it works, it might as well just keep it.
Exactly. So here we go. He's just coming around the last corner to start his first hot lap. We'll jump on board and let you enjoy this one.
Okay, great. Still in. So who are we riding on board with, Batman?
We're on board with IRL Powers at the moment. Coming through the end of sector 1 now. Nice rotation around there. Just a little bit of curve. It looks like he's got a nice ride height set up there. He's not bouncing off the curves. He's riding them quite nicely. Yeah, which is what you want around here. Yeah, I might just
set up here at Singapore. You can shave off a few tenths of your time if you ride those curves without generally keeping the car on track. You'll definitely shave off a few tenths off your time there.
I'm just turning up the volume a bit there. You were a bit quiet and the game is very loud. There we go, that's a bit better. The yellow in sector 1 already, looks like a Haas. Not ideal. And then it's disappeared. That's weird. It went backwards. Not sure how you explain that one.
Yeah, no, this game's, I think we're all looking forward to...
this game is this game, yeah.
Definitely hoping they fix all the glitches for 23, and we've got Verk with the fastest lap of a 138.1 straight out lap. Verk is going to be a...
He's a weapon, this boy. Are you able to turn your voice up a little bit there, mate? I might just adjust this a bit more. It seems to...
1 second, we'll definitely do that. Volume.
Game's very loud.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Excellent.
Okay, great. Alright, we got Buster in the chat. Yes, unfortunately only one Haas. The reserve did not show up.
No, that's unfortunate. If you want to reserve, you need to turn up. Or don't click the button.
Yeah, it's something all reserves need to start paying attention to. So what we've got here at the moment, just
Christo just coming through the last sector now. Just coming over the line. It's going to be... Oh, he's just starting a lap. A few cars to avoid on the straight there, not ideal.
Yeah. So we've got Verk with the fastest sector 1 we've got Battle Cat with the fastest Sector 2 and Verk again with the fastest Sector 3. Um, so a lot of these boys are definitely running some different setups here.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those, excuse me, a mixed bag. Do you go for stability or do you go for straight line speed? Personally, I would go for stability around here. You don't, it's mostly corners and walls, so I'd rather have my
Yeah, no,
car want to go around the corners.
yeah, no, look, we've had some good racing here last night, so definitely some chances to overtake if you do it right. So hoping the boys put on a good show for everyone here today.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah, I raced last night. It was a really good race and no safety cars, which I don't know what the stats on that might be, but pretty rare for any league racing in general, I would say, especially around Singapore.
Mm.
A couple of VSCs, but yeah, they don't count as safety cars, so yeah, quite an impressive feat by all the drivers, all in all.
Well, let's hope they can keep it clean today
Yeah,
as well.
it's all about being patient around here, isn't it? Just,
Yeah,
set
bide
your
your
moves
time.
up.
Just bide your time. She will come when the time is right. That's for sure.
Exactly. And put the pressure on, the guy in front can make mistakes if you keep the pressure on you. Sometimes you don't need to overtake, do you? Who have we got running around at the moment? Rhino Jr. coming around in sector 3 now with a 109 and he's coming up around the little. So this is the part they're changing, yeah? No, it's a bit before that. Sector 2 that's getting the change, is it?
So,
Oh no.
from what I heard, I believe was it Sector 2 or Sector? Yeah, I believe Sector 2.
Where the bridge is,
They
that's
are
sector 3.
definitely. Yep,
Where,
Sector. Yeah, to the Anderson Bridge, I believe they said they potentially might make it a straight. Now we've got Sergeant Sandro who have retired from Possession. I
oh,
don't know
that's.
if they're serving quali bands, but
I'm not aware of them, no. They were out. That could explain the Haas going in and out again. Hmm.
so we still got
Rhino's
Burke
taken
with the
himself up to
fastest lap.
P4, but we're yet to see a 37 yet. Do you think we're going to see one?
I think Verk will hit the 37s. I think Blue Dog will also hit the 37s. He's only 2.5 tenths behind Verk at the moment, and still a few boys that haven't put an out lap in. I think Kaio Tonic, Tetris,
He's just out on a lap
Cuds.
now, coming into sector 3. And I would expect Cuds to be pretty good round here. He's a pretty good, consistent driver, and
We got Richo breaking up the two Aston Martins. So actually, interesting thing here with T3. We got the McLarens leading
oh, and there
and
we go.
struggling
There's a
in the T3.
37.8.
And that's by Kaio. Yeah, look,
Yeah,
he's
you
definitely
called
going to
that
be a
one.
good a good driver for Alpha tonight. He's solid if he can keep it away from the wall, keep it away from other races. I think
Yeah.
Kaio can actually get away with the victory on this one. So a little update on the standings. It's very, very tight between McLaren, Aston and Ferrari at the moment. So you got McLaren sitting top at 137 in the T3 championship. Aston Martin and Ferrari both on 133. So that's interesting there.
It's very close.
When it comes to the driver battles, we have Verk leading the championship at 79, Bopton at the moment sitting in fourth at 75, Izzy unfortunately, who's in here today at 66. I believe he just moved to a new place, so congratulations to him. I know he's waiting on his internet to get installed. And then we have Gordo and Blue Dog in 61 apiece with the Ferraris. So a lot to play for today here at Singapore.
Yeah, very close. Early in the season, long way to go, but all the points count. Even on a bad day, that 1 point that you might get could make the difference at the end of the season.
Definitely, definitely. So our best Sector 1 at the moment is by Sergeant Potato. Kaio currently topping Sector 2 and Sector 3. So we've got 8 minutes left of... just under 7 minutes left of quali, and it doesn't look like we're expecting any rain today.
that is fortunate for the drivers, but unfortunate for me because I was looking forward to doing some comms on a nice wet race around here. I think add a
It is
bit more
fun on a wet
entertainment
race,
for
isn't it?
us. Yeah.
No, definitely.
But as
So
a
who do we think
driver,
can challenge?
yeah, rain around here is not your best friend, is it?
No, no, definitely not. But it does make Singapore so much more fun when there is a bit of rain. Who do you
Oh
think can
yeah.
challenge Kyo here to get into the 137? I know Bird
Um,
can put in a
yeah,
much
I
better
think
lap.
Verk's definitely in the mix there. I wouldn't count out Christo. Quite familiar with him as a driver, and know he's pretty rapid. And who else have we got there? Cuds. I think he could.
Cuds and Quiet Cake both stepping up for Alpine from
Yeah,
T4. I think look, both boys are rapid as well. So
yeah,
yeah, if they get in the mix of it, they're going to cause some of these T3 boys some trouble. Ratbag
definitely.
as well, sitting quietly there in P10. But look, the good thing about Singapore, I think quality doesn't determine the race because you know
No,
there's a safety car coming. I think Singapore more comes down to having the right strategy than
yeah,
having the fastest
definitely.
car. So
Yeah,
um, definitely hoping for an exciting race here today, don't we?
yeah. Well, I ran long on hards. I think about 22 laps on hards last night, and I started 12th and finished in P6. So, and I think a lot of that came down to just trying to be consistent every lap, kind of just running my own race somewhat. You know, looking after the tyres, keeping it off the wall, and just, you know, being consistent every lap.
Yeah,
And
no,
I think
definitely.
that definitely paid off for me last night. I was pretty stoked to, yeah, show a bit of potential finally.
Yeah, no, it'll come, it'll
Yeah,
come. So who do we have here on an outlet? So it looks like we've got Bobden
Scott
and
Bopton's done a 37.705
that's actually
uh,
put him up in
to P1.
P1. So
I
that's
think
actually
we've.
a great lap. He's got the fastest sector 1 and the
Ooh,
fastest sector 3.
Burke's just gone very wide in sector 3 and basically abandoned that lap, unfortunately. But it looks like he's got enough battery to. No, he's gonna come into the box. He hasn't decided. He's gone in and out of the box there. So who else have we got? Christo's on. Looks like we got Suts 3 on a hot lap right now. But
Got
he's
some
catching
Sadies
up.
in front of him. Up
Yeah,
against
hopefully
Fuller, I believe, who has moved. No, hasn't.
hasn't moved out the way.
He's
It's
4
gonna.
seconds up on his time, so I don't think that's a hot lap there.
Right. Possibly heading in. Let's see if we can
At the
find.
moment, I'm loving this. Bopton, Kyo, Verk, and Blue Dog all in the top 4. Any one of these guys, I know Kyo's just a reserve, but Bopton, Verk, and Blue Dog, at the moment, any one of these guys can lead the championship. So having those 3 so tightly next to each other is going to be beautiful come restart.
Definitely going to add a bit more spice to the race, isn't it? With all those boys sitting up nice and close together there. And
Well,
look like this.
that's the home. Looks like McLaren's already copped one with Sargent for some reason, so don't know why he's DNF'd. Haven't really heard anything about that. But
Right.
he hasn't even set a time, so it's definitely
No,
something to look into. Bloody who cares? I don't think that time there is representative of what he
definitely
can do
not.
today.
No. It
I've
could
seen
be
him do
just a
some
very
amazing things on this
safe
track.
banker lap
Yeah.
there. Hey dog, he's a reserve from tier 4, I think, yeah. Recognise that name as he heads out on another outlap. I don't think we've got any. Cuds has only done a 39.8 at this stage. I'm sure there's more to come out of him. And we've got Quiet Cake and Rado Bag and Rhino and Burke all going out on the outlap right now. We'll see who's closest to. I know Cuds has come in. Quiet Cake is not. They're all on the.
Verk. Yeah, we've got Verk on the outlap there. Looks like he's... Yeah, this will be his final run. If he can get
Yeah.
these players up to temperature. But who do we have starting? Just going through the list
I
here.
think Burke's pretty close to starting. We've got Bopton heading out. Everyone's heading out now. Pit lane exit's getting very busy. The yellow
Well,
flag.
these boys can keep it out of the way for each other. Then the last hot lap here. So Burke definitely looking to improve on his time. He needs a good fourth. He needs a good 3-4 seconds to get Bopton off that provisional pole at the moment. So Bopton going through sector 2. Looks like Burke is starting his hot lap. So if you want to jump on with him,
Yeah.
passing the home straight right now.
Let's enjoy this one on board. Plenty of curve
Taking
there.
that one in fourth, took plenty of curve, got a great exit. Let's see what he does for his sector 1 time. So his fastest sector 1 was 27.3.
He's done a 27.09.
So he's down on his time at the moment, so it's looking good to start. Let's see how he goes sector 2. He's holding that car together nicely. He's got a
Yeah, it looks like
by the looks of it.
very nice rotation, doesn't it? Very stable. Beautiful through there. See how he gets this hairpin out wide. Beautiful run there.
What's he doing for a sector 2? This lap is looking good.
4.4.
Down by 7 tenths.
Well, no. That's...
Verk is a man on a mission, and coming across sector 3 right now. If he can hold this together, he's got no traffic in front of him. He should have a clear run to the finish line. If he can hold this together, Verk should have provisional pole.
Coming around the final corner now. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 1:30. Oh, 30.
He gets provisional
0.3. That was a mega lap. We will
That was a great lap by Verk. So I think we should have Bopton on his lap right now. He's down.
Yep.
He's down 1/10 in sector 2. So Bopton's throwing it right on there behind Verk right now as well.
100% commitment. You just got it. You have to commit with no hesitation around here, don't you?
That rotation on that Aston looks beautiful. He has set that thing up beautifully. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Hopefully it doesn't affect Bopton coming onto the home straight.
No, he's good.
What does
he
he do?
37.5
down
up
on
to
his time,
P2.
but I won 37.5. 2 tenths. So it looks like Verk definitely has this one in the bag, unless Kaio can pull something out of the hat.
He's just coming
And
through.
Kaio's down 4 tenths at the moment, if I saw that right on his
Yeah,
time.
you mean up? He's up.
No, down.
Yeah. Oh, he was
up.
Yeah, they're purple in sector 2 on the map.
Okay, then I've had a glitch on my end. What does Kaio do here? Sector 3, he's holding it together nicely. He has a beautiful exit, just missed the wall there. Holds it in 5th, rotates that car beautifully, 6th, 7th, and holds P3.
How close is P2 and 3?
This is going to be a 3-horse battle. Blue Dog unfortunately didn't get the right lap in there. Bloody who cares. Looks like he just prefers to start from the back today by the looks of it. And just having a quick look here. This is going to be interesting. Verk, Bopton, Kaio. I'm calling it. It's going to be one of these 3. I think Bopton gets Verk today, but we'll leave it at that. Hello, Daniel. Yeah, mate. Unfortunately, I had to be. So we'll see how that goes.
You're doing a great job, mate.
I'll try.
You're
I'll try
natural.
not to curse your. I'll try not to curse your McLaren boys, mate.
I'll try and bring my one Huscar some good luck.
And and just while we're at it, lads, another thing, please do not check in to reserve for a race if you are not able to make it. Unfortunately, Ben couldn't get a seat today due to the fact that reserves were allocated. Two other reserves didn't rock up. If you cannot commit, do not check in. We don't have time to chase people 2 minutes before a race. So just please keep that in mind, guys, and we'll make sure everyone gets a seat.
Yeah, definitely. 100% agree with you there. And it gives people the opportunity that have want a reserve seat to actually get a seat.
Actually get that seat and
Yeah.
have a race. So just keep that in mind, boys. Yeah, let's not be selfish and think about the whole community here.
So we only have 18 runners today, unfortunately.
Probably better for some of these boys as well.
Yeah.
Singapore isn't a track where you want 20 boys out on it, but look, Verk, Bopton, and Kyo. This is going to be interesting. See, Kyo's left one of his softs. He only used two sets, while Verk and Bopton have both used all three. So, if there is a late safety car, we all know
That's
what Kyo's doing.
Oh
So
yeah, and he will be rapid.
he will be rapid, exactly. So the strategy game's already coming into play here at Singapore. Absolutely love it. We are nearly lights out, and Batman, you are going to take this off for us once those lights go out, mate.
Awesome. And who are we thinking of sitting on board with for the start
Oh,
of this?
I think Kyo. Let's get a back end view of Bopton, Verk, and Kyo.
Yeah.
Kyo generally does get amazing starts in this game. He says he's not on full traction. I don't believe him. But look, his starts are absolutely rapid. He'll probably swear at us right now on Twitch if he's listening. But he gets rapid starts. So I think jumping on board with him is going to be the right way to go today.
Yeah, and he shouldn't be texting and driving anyway, so
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't.
especially in one of these cars.
All right, let's see who we have here. So the session is just about to get going on our end. I know there's a slight delay out on the
Right.
screen, so that'll join us shortly. And let's have
As
a
we
look.
start the
What
formation
tyres
lap,
are these boys going
we'll
on?
bring up the
All right,
tyres.
we got a nice mixture going on here. So the top three are starting on mediums with Richo and Suts on hards, Blue Dog on the mediums, Christo on the hards, Battlecat, Fuller, and Mr. Aussie Powers on the mediums, Cuds in 11th on the hards, Ratbag on the mediums, and then from 13 to 17 on the hards, with Sandra on the mediums.
Wow, that's interesting.
I
I would have
personally
started
prefer
on
the
the
hards.
hards. Yeah.
At Singapore, the hards. Last I raced here with DRS the other night, the hards were pushing for a good 20 laps.
Oh, easily. And
the medium
they still
the
felt good
medium
at 20
started,
laps.
yeah, they felt great, and the medium started falling off at about lap 13, 14.
Yeah.
So this is
And
going to be very, very interesting with the strategies.
definitely.
Today. So definitely looking forward to that.
And I found, and you probably found the same too, that when those mediums fall off, they fall off. As
Oh,
when
they
the hards
definitely
fell
fall
off, they still felt, pretty good. Buster's calling for an early safety car.
I think, hey, anything is possible.
I'm going to say lap 7 safety car sector 3. There we go. There's a prediction for the day.
Alright, let's see.
So we've got Verk in P1 with Bopton starting in P2 in the Aston Martin, which is looking very nice and shiny under those lights tonight. Cars always look good under the lights. Thoughts on what's your favourite new livery next for the new season?
I'd say Alpha Tauri, Alfa Romeo are looking great, but I'm a Red Bull fan, so no matter, even though they haven't changed it, I'm sticking to Red Bull.
Yeah, I love the Red Bull, but I'm a big fan of the new Alfa Romeo livery. I really like the change.
The Alfa Romeo does definitely stand out, so I'm not going to disagree with you there.
Yeah, and the Haas with the, a bit more black, just sort of breaking it up a bit. As we're all coming around the final turn now to line up, everyone's just getting that last bit of heat in their tyres, especially if you're on the hards. You do not want cold hards around here.
Definitely not.
Just make sure we've got the right camera angle. Why is it not going on to...
Okay, so you're riding on board with Kaio, I believe.
Yes, as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go. And Kaio's got a mega start. Burke's just off the line, no problem at all. Already pulls a nice gap. Looking like everything's nice and clean through turn 1 so far.
Yeah, the boys have kept it clean through turn 1, turn 2 so far.
Oh, Suts picks up a 5-second penalty.
And we got
full course yellow already. And we jinxed it just like that.
Well,
So we will...
Nobody needs to go into the pits. I have a feeling there's a report coming in already for this one. But we will try to find out what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, did anyone see that? Wow. Good start mostly. Burke got a mega start off the line there. And so did Kaio. He jumped up to
virtual safety right now.
We'll jump on position changes while we're under virtual, if I can find it. There we go. Kaio up 1, Bopton up 2, Blue Dog up 1, Geocats up 2. Then we've got from P8 down to P13 up 1 spot. Sergeant Potatoes up 3 spots. Suts has gone down 11 spots, and Bloody Who Cares down 1 spot, and Sandro has stayed where he is for now.
Alright, so we're still in virtual safety. Still don't necessarily know exactly what happened
Yes.
there.
I think it was the Ferrari as Suts possibly involved, but judging by that penalty, but doesn't look like he's got... Oh no, he's got no front wing, so that gives us a little bit of light there. Has he just gone off on his own and left his front wing all over the track? And the boys have to jump the fence and pick all that up as he swings into the pits now to check on a new wing. Suts disconnected, thanks Broseph, there we go. And then he picks up another 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Very unfortunate day and a very unfortunate start to the day there. And we have Sandro in the box as well. Tried to regain control and lost it.
Look,
so the game's
Bopton's already pulled out a 1 second lead on Richo Jr. So I have a feeling these Verk, Kaio, Bopton are just going to sort of run away with this for the time being. It'll just be a freeway battle being on those mediums, so they want to pull up as big of a gap as possible. Just going down here, having a look at Blue Dog, Richo. We got Richo on the hard, trying to hold off Blue Dog. Blue Dog looks rapid on those mediums, so he's just closing and closing.
Yeah, and he's got the Geocat AlphaTauri starting to make his way up. It looks like probably, and then it's the next 5 or 6 cars are just forming a nice little group there, as Blue Dog's having a good look at Rhino right now. He's right on him, almost giving him a wee kiss there, just saying, hey mate, I'm here, as he has a wee fake look saying, I'm coming for you mate.
Yeah, he's setting him up. But look, this is bringing Battle Cat into the battle. So, you know, this is going to be a night. And there's a beautiful 4-way battle going down from 12th through to 15th as well. So, Burke with the fastest lap, 141.4.
Is Blue Dog going to make the move as we got DRS enabled? No.
He waits for the next DRS. He's picking up DRS down this back straight. So, he definitely makes a move there. But just keep your eye on Battle Cat. There's a chance to get a double overtake here. If anyone can pull it off, it's only the Battle Cat.
Do you mean Geocat?
Yeah, we call it the Battle Cat.
Oh, right, right. I'm with you now. We'll jump on board with the cat and we'll get a good view of as Blue Dog takes the move. Goes a little bit wide.
Richo with the switchback. Gets him. He's still on the inside. Holds it off beautifully. Blue Dog holding off Richo there. The Battle Cat now right on Richo's gearbox. This battle's going to keep going for a while, but while these guys are going at it, if you want to go
as
down
Deadly Fuller just has a wee kiss with the wall as he comes out of that turn there. Still manages to creep up to Christo as he's got Power's right on the back of him as well. So this is forming up quite nicely.
Yep, and I'm watching. I'm down the bottom with Ratbag, Tetris, A-Dog, Sergeant, and Quiet Cake.
Oh
And
yeah,
the
this is a
DRS
good
train
little
falling
battle.
there. This one's going to be beautiful once it kicks off.
Jump on,
There.
jump on with a bag, and we should get a view of the whole. We'll jump down one more, and we should see both ends of this battle then.
This is 10 through to 5th. This is what 10 through to 14, all within DRS.
That's amazing.
A nice little train here at Singapore. The boys have kept it clean. No DNFs as of yet, so you've got to give them credit where it's due.
100%, yeah.
Singapore is looking beautiful right now, as Verk is pulling 2 seconds away from Bopton, so he's just cruising along at the moment. Perfect time for him to start saving his tyres, literally, and just cruise along at the moment.
Yeah, he's out of here, isn't he? Now he's just gotta get his head down, get into a nice little groove, and it's bloody who cares. Gets 5 seconds for speeding in the pits. That is unfortunate there. It's tricky so tricky. As we've got Deadly Fuller going down the inside of Christo there, and he gets the move done. Or does he? No, Christo stays on the inside, gets back around, but then, this is a brilliant little battle.
That's a beautiful battle there. Aussie Power's just watching,
and
waiting,
then he's
he
just
makes a move on
jumped
Christo
in the
down
mix.
the inside. What a move by Aussie Powers. That was a beautiful overtake. Christo, oh, there's a little bit of contact there. Christo put his nose in where thankfully both boys got out of it. It is looking great so far. So beautiful racing there by these lads.
And this little battle is allowing the next battle to catch up, with Cuds leading the battle from P10.
And what do we have here? Our Battle Cat closing the gap on Richo. So those mediums are starting to come to life. You'd want to make the most of them before those hards kick in, because once those hards kick in, it is over. It looks like Sandro
has DNF'd.
Retired in the
pits.
So thank you for that, Sandro. Let's hope his card does not come out on AI. We'll keep an eye on that. But at the moment, it looks like the game is not going to cause us any problem.
Oh no, it's moving. Yes,
and
it's
coming
out.
As an AI,
oh no.
Be careful, lads.
I do not know why the game does that. If you retire, how much more do you need to tell the game?
It is quite frustrating. So hopefully that doesn't affect any of the boys. And
oh no, it's pulled over now to the side of there, so that house is out of the way now.
So just to go for some penalties, give you guys an update. Stuck sitting in 16th with an 8-second penalty. Mr. Bloody Who Cares with a 5-second penalty. And position changes, our biggest mover at the moment, Sergeant Potato up 4. Suts, unfortunately, down 11 from his starting position. And the top 3 are, as they are, Verk, Bopton and Kaio Tonic, who are just pulling away with this. Blue Dog who's pulling away from Richo, and Richo who's got the Battle Cat right on his tail, which seems to be the closest battle right now. And no, we got a 3-way battle between Potato, A-Dog, and
jump
Tetris.
Down. Oh yes, we do.
Ratbag still holding that group off. Let's see what tyres these boys are running.
Yeah,
So we've got Ratbag on the mediums, Tetris and Potato on the hards. They've just bide their time. That move's going to come, because those mediums are not going to last too long compared to those hards. Not on a dry track, not here at Singapore.
No. I'm expecting Cuds to start making some moves soon. He's slowly, that whole pack is just starting to creep away a little bit from the pack behind him. He's only on 4-lap hards, so he's sitting pretty good at the moment. Obviously they're not going to get to the end, but stretch those out, whack some softs on at the end, and see what he can do at the end of the race.
If Richo can stay within 10 seconds of the top 4, when they go to pit, he stays out. Anything can happen, but he just needs to close that dog to Blue Dog. There's not a massive gap between the top 4. We're looking at what 3, 7, 3, 5, 8, 10 seconds. So if Richo can maintain that gap, he should be in contention for this. If there are no safety cars.
As I got Geocat just making his way up to the back of Rhino. He's about. I'll just look at the intervals there.
Yeah, 0.4 at the moment, but
Yes.
he's closing. I think, where are we? They're coming around sector 2. Does he get him here? Can he get the right?
Looks
Can he
like the
get the exit?
Williams.
The Williams is fast in a straight line. Got to give it
Yeah.
credit. Even with DRS open, Battle Cat just can't get to the side of Richo there. And Richo's on the hards as well, so you got to keep that in mind. He will be hurting Battle Cat's tyres right now. Just holding him off. And he's got nothing but clean air in front of him at the moment.
Richo's
so
30% battery, and the Cat's on 45%. We'll just see what else is happening. Got Deadly Fuller and P7 with Powers slowly creeping up just under a second, so he'll get DRS down. Oh, he goes a little bit wide there, but no battery, literally 3%. And I found around here last night I barely used the battery, just small amounts, because you just can't recover it around here. If you destroy it all at the start, you just don't get it back. Oh, we've got an Alpha Tauri round on sector 1. Luckily, no one.
Battle Cat. Looks like Battle Cat's dropped a few positions there.
Yeah.
Does he have damage? Doesn't look like he's missing any front end plates. No. I've missed that one, unfortunately. I haven't seen it, but that's brought Tetris, his teammate, obviously right on his ass there. I'm assuming Team Waters, he's going to move him through at some point.
Yeah,
Ratbag,
definitely.
Still holding off everyone up there as well. So this battle at the moment is really mid-pack down to the bottom. The front boys have just ran away with this right now. Richo's still staying within that 10-second mark of Verk. So strategy is definitely going to come into play here. It's going to be interesting, but the battle right now is definitely from 9th all the way down through to 14th.
Yeah, definitely. I think we might jump on board with the leader as he comes around sector 3, and we will leave you for a short break and jump on board with him.
I think Batman's gone take a little break, so unfortunately, fellas, you're going to have to put up with my voice. While you guys are watching Verk, I'm looking at this beautiful battle at the moment between Ratbag, Battle Cat, Tetris, Potato, Quiet Cake, and A-Dog. This battle is looking amazing.
I'm still here.
Cars, all within DRS. Oh, there you are. Sorry, mate. Thought you headed off there to have a moment. And let's see what we can do here.
Yeah, this is a good little battle pack forming up in the middle here, isn't it?
She's a great little battle. She's actually looking awesome. So I'm just trying to see here if we can get some tire.
So stops, we've got Deadly Fuller's just come in for his first stop now. Bloody Who Cares has made a stop, and Suts has made a stop so far. Penalty wise, we've got Suts with 8 seconds and Bloody Who Cares with 5 seconds.
So the gap's actually growing now between Verk, Bopton, Kyo, Blue Dog, Richo. I think they're just, at the moment, just running, each one of them's running their own race, staying in it. Anything can happen at Singapore, but this battle at the back now is just getting even better. So you've got Christo closing in on Powers, Cuds closing in on Christo, Ratbag closing in on Cuds, Battle Cat closing in on Ratbag, and Potato closing in on the Battle Cat. Tetris has dropped to 14th there, so I don't know what's happened.
What's happened with them, yeah.
What's happened there, unfortunately. But there is another beautiful middle of the pack battle there. So Power's doing his best to hold off Christo, who's on the hards, Cuds on the hards, Ratbag and Battle Cat on the mediums. This is a battle of mediums versus hards.
It is. Powers no battery still. He's just draining it.
Christo's holding on to 40% of his battery there. Just bide your time. You're going to pick up DRS, take him safe. And here comes that DRS wing open, and here comes the train behind him. This
I'm
is a
being told
four-man battle.
Tetris had a half spin on turn 1. Thank you, Broseph.
Look, if anyone's going to get back in this, it's Tetris. He's got the hards. Anything can happen at Singapore, and
Oh
Tetris
yeah.
isn't one to retire, so he'll keep going to that 31st lap, and he'll definitely get the Alpha Tower into the points. Back onto this with Powers, Christo, Cuds, Ratbag, and the Battle Cat, and Potato, who's got himself involved in this. This is just a DRS train at Singapore. It's clean. There's no incidents. I'm absolutely loving this. Just waiting on Christo. He's just lining up Powers, waiting for that right move. But that
He's
Red
being
Bull
very
has
patient,
some
isn't he?
straight line speed.
He's
Yeah,
obviously
that Red
run
Bull
some
definitely
low
got some
wings.
straight line speed. Anyways, he's rebuilding his ERS, but like you
Oh,
said,
we got another
we got
yellow
flags, Sector 2 and Sector 3.
Oh, that's we got Ratbag. It's gone round. Ah, and Ratbag's been disqualified from the session for going the wrong way. So he is out. That is very, very unfortunate for him.
He's not going to pull out a safety car. We've got a yellow flag, Sector 2, Sector 3. It looks okay for now. And it hasn't affected
We are back to
many
green.
people, thankfully. We are back to green. And the battle between Powers, Christo's pulled a 1 second gap on Cuds right now. So it's just
Cuds has
Aussie Powers and Christo.
He's moved himself up to P8 now. So he's now up 3 positions. Sergeant Potato having a great race, up 8 positions. Verk, yes, he's pulling more than half a second a lap, so that guy's rapid.
The green Red Bull is closing in on the Red Bull, so this I'm waiting for Christo to make a move here. Powers is flashing. He's out at ERS. He's harvesting. Christo's just biding his time on those hards, holding on. Those mediums will start dropping off soon. So I see these hard runners starting to put in some quicker laps than the medium boys. Just be patient, wait for the right time, and make the right move. That's
Yeah,
all it comes down to.
I'll be expecting the medium runners to be boxing within the next 4 to 5 laps, if not earlier. Chat saying Burke needs to go to tier 2.
Of course, the Alpine driver, the Alpine TP says that. Welcome, Dad. Let's just keep that in the team owners chat for now, mate. But Verk is not going nowhere.
8 says he'll drop.
So we got Verk with a 5 second gap on Bopton. Bopton with a 5 second gap on Kyo. Kyo with 3 seconds on Blue Dog. Blue Dog with 5 seconds on Richo. So the battle here is really it's going to come down to strategy. Whichever one of these boys pulls it off, and look, a safety car here can change everything. So
Sergeant Potatoes
don't bail it out.
almost parked in the back of that Alpine of Cuds right there. He's definitely going to get this move done very soon. Looks like Cuds might have struggled a little bit there as he goes down the inside.
And Christo making a move on Powers on the outside. He's held it. What a move. That was beautiful by Christo. The Aston Martin going on the outside. The Red Bull trying to get him again on the outside. And Powers has done it. That was some beautiful racing by these two boys. Wheel to wheel. I believe it was turn 4 and 5. One on the inside, one on the outside.
They're still going at it.
Amazing.
And now Sergeant Potato's bringing himself into the mix. He looks like he's got some pace, this guy.
And that's got Cuds behind Potato. So these boys battling is bringing everyone back into it. And look, we've got everyone here on hards except Aussie Powers. So he's going to pit he'll pit within the next couple of laps. It'll free up Christo. Christo looks like he's got some speed on him. So if Christo can get in some free air, it's going to make for a beautiful battle. But look at Sergeant Potato right on Christo's gearbox.
He is definitely...
This battle's beautiful.
I think Sergeant Potato is definitely a contention for my driver of the day today.
Yeah, definitely. Sergeant, for some reason, I don't think he had a qualifying ban. He just started from the back. He has a look down the inside, decides against it, sticks on the gearbox of Christo. He's going to open that DRS. Christo's got his DRS open.
Hot Potato.
DRS. This is looking... This is just going to come down to setups. Whoever's got the fastest straight line speed is just going to get past here. But this is a lot of pressure being put on Aussie Powers, whose tyres have to be screaming at some point.
Yeah, and still no battery. He's just not. He needs to just not touch
burning.
it and just let it recover.
Playing with, I'm not going to mention the battery levels so the boys don't get excited, but there are some boys that are saving their battery, using that DRS just to pull them along. But I definitely see some moves happening in the next couple of laps between this pack of four.
Oh yes, I think Sergeant Potato is gonna get a move done fairly soon on Christo.
Yeah.
I think.
You know what? We haven't spoken about this, but this battle's actually brought A-Dog back into it. The other Red Bull driver. He's within 4 tenths of Quiet Cake. So look, this battle from P6 down is bringing everyone back into the race. So I'm excited. Let's see what Powers can do here. He's holding them off with the mediums, so great work to him. He's got the Max Verstappen helmet going on as well, so let's see what he can do.
Speaking of that, let's do a helmet check. We'll jump on board. No, we can't see it there. So we got the purple and yellow. Have you seen the fish helmet?
I've seen it. Not a fan of it. I'm more of a realistic kind of human, but it does look funny.
There's been some controversy with that helmet because of the extra fins on there. It's giving you a bit of extra aerodynamics.
It helps with the aerodynamics. I can imagine a few TPs, most likely Red Bull and Tyler, putting in a complaint about that. But we'll see how we go. Definitely won't be AlphaTauri, that's for sure. All right, so these boys are just sticking to it. I don't know how Powers is holding on. I'd love to have team telemetry up to see what his percentage is for his tyres, but there is no way with all that battling that they're not screaming. He's out
let's take a guess.
It looks
tyres...
like Christo's made the move down the inside. Powers on
very
the outside.
tight.
Beautiful racing again by these boys, and he holds it. Powers, Christo just can't get through. Powers is just driving amazingly, staying respectful. They're giving each other lead. This is some clean driving. I'm loving it. So hats off to these two boys. Keep it up for the next 20 laps.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very impressed with Powers with no battery on 12 lap old mediums. I don't know how he's doing it.
Now, I was in a party with him before. I should have asked him what wings he was running, because this boy is just rapid on the straight. He's getting traction out of those corners. And he's on 13 lap hard medium. So
13 laps. They're going to be what? They're surely cutting close to 50% now, aren't they?
I would say so. I tried to get my team telemetry up. Unfortunately, I'm not that technical, but they have to be screaming. If I remember, we got a yellow flag, sector 3.
Who's that?
No, that's gone. No, that's gone. It looks like it was just we had.
That was the Ferrari of Suts. Is gone. Had a bit of an excursion there.
Bopton and Kyo have both pitted, looking for the undercut on Verk and Blue Dog. Let's see where they come out. Power stayed out. Bopton comes out.
P10, 11. P10. Just behind A-Door.
P10. Kyo actually copped it. Kyo actually didn't have a good pit stop there because he's come out P13. So I know he's on fresh hards, but he's going to have some traffic ahead of him. So looks like Bopton is already closing in on A-Dog, who's been battling with Quiet Cake, and Cuds, and Sargent, and Christo, and Powers this whole time. Verk at the moment with the lead. He's got a big enough gap to potentially pit and still come out first.
Wow, look at that lead.
What does the McLaren driver do? We will wait to see. But
surely he's got to react.
Surely, and now's the time to do it without... He'll come out with no traffic. I think the problem here with Bopton and Kyo is they've got themselves out in traffic, which is just giving Verk... It's just giving Verk all that time to really just play and make...
As he goes into the box, and apparently Kyo... I'll just go back to the chat. Where did I see it? He almost spun it on pit entry, apparently. So that would explain the... as Powers gets 3 seconds. As Verk is into the box. Nice clean pit stop. onto the
Verk's going to
hards.
come out. He's coming out in the lead healthy. Bopton's held
Blue
down
Dog's in the box
behind
as
traffic.
well.
Verk has played this perfectly. Richo's going to get Verk on the, but Richo's on 14 lap hards, so Verk will get him as soon as he pits. But Verk has played this perfectly. Great move there by McLaren. And look at that, Sergeant Potato up in fourth, still needs to pit. You never know what can happen now with a safety car or not, but McLaren have played this perfectly. Bopton unfortunately came out in traffic, but he'll get some clean air once these boys are ahead of him.
Sergeant Potato is all over the back of Christo. DRS open. Is he going to have a look? Goes to the outside, which gives him the inside line. Christo goes a bit wide, they stick with it. And Christo's going to get the inside for the next turn. Still side by side.
Sorry, Sergeant Potato's got the move done there. That was beautiful, beautiful wheel-to-wheel racing. And Christo back on the inside. Can he hold it? No, and Potato just closes the door there. That was some beautiful racing. Christo, Potato, Cake, Cuds, and Aussie Powers have just given us a show today, lads. So hats off to you guys.
We had a yellow just before. I'm not sure what that was for, but we will move on. So Verk in provisional P1 at the stage, and Bopton P2 provisional after the front runners make their first pit stop, I should say.
Yeah, you know who's going to love life here? If a safety car comes out right now, McLaren are going to be laughing.
Yeah, they're in the box seat, aren't they?
If a safety car comes out, McLaren are going to be laughing. It's been a clean race. We don't want the S car. We don't want the S word to even come out.
No, we don't.
This could potentially...
Oh, it's Powers.
This will change the whole game.
Sorry. That is... A-Dog gets the move done on Cuds, was it? Confused where I'm looking.
No, but I say Cuds on top of A-Dog there.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And Cuds gets 3 seconds.
I think Bopton should have stayed. Bopton should have stayed out. That whoever made that pit call for Aston Martin, that TP or their race engineer, I think he needs a sack. Put Bopton straight back out in traffic.
2022 Ferrari strategy.
Absolutely ruined his race. So I definitely think the Aston Martin engineer needs to be fired, and we'll just. Yeah.
He is starting to make his way up. He's catching up. He's just on the back of this pack now, right on the back of A-Door.
The problem is Verk's, even though all these boys are going to pit.
Yeah.
Verk's got that clean air.
And the likes of the guys that have pit, they're getting held up by all this traffic. So Verk's he's just laughing. He's away laughing.
Literally. And look, he's got his teammate sitting in P3 who can hold up the pack for as long as he wants. Because we know those hards can go for another 5 to 6 laps comfortably. Could be a hard to soft strategy. You never know. But Sargent can really play a real important role here for his teammate Verk.
Definitely. What do you think how far will you get a set of softs around here?
If they can get these hards to lap 23, I would throw on a pair of softs and just go crazy.
So you get a good 12 laps out of them, you think?
Well, the medium's giving you a good
15.
The hards can give you a good 20 laps. I haven't raced with the softs here, but I can see him giving you a good 7 to 8 laps. And look, if he's just going to play the team game, it's not going to make an issue. And looks like the TP Sargent's doing his own race, no team orders. Okay,
I've seen that.
So that's a bit cocky there by McLaren. Let's hope it doesn't bite him in the ass, because I think Mercy knows what happens when we start talking about McLaren, so we'll get off those boys.
Bopton's on there making a move on Cuds, and he gets it done. A lot of a tight squeeze right there, but no contact. Oh, and someone's lost the end plate there. Who was that? I'm just going to try and...
It's not Bopton.
And no, there's Red
Bull go in the wall. A-Dog just hit the wall a bit there, opened it up for Blue Dog. who's on the mediums.
Oh, that's very unfortunate for the Red Bull driver there. I wonder if that was a result of the first. Did he lose a bit of wing and then?
He's lost the whole front wing.
Yeah.
A-Dog has lost his whole front wing, so he's definitely going into the pits there.
So maybe that was his end plate that we saw go, and then he just hasn't had the corner rotate. Oh, and he's in the wall again. Gives a bit of a tank slapper, and then he gets a tap from his sister team, AlphaTauri, and then he's taken it into the box.
And that opens up the door for Kaio to make a move there on Tetris on the inside.
And he gets the move done.
Both of them with TRS. This is beautiful racing by these lads. I'm loving it.
So who is yet to stop yet?
So we got Christo, Potato, and Richo have yet to stop, and also
Rhino,
who's got a penalty, who has yet to stop, and Deadly Fuller has put on the softs. He must be hoping for a safety car because those softs are not going to get him to lap 31.
Yeah, no way. So we've got Rhino, Sergeant Potato, and Christo on 17 lap hards. You can easily take them another 5 laps. No problem at all. And they're probably still feeling pretty good, those tyres.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely a boat. That's what your missus was saying last night. But anyway, so we'll get back to the racing.
So Blue Dog and Quiet Cake are having a little battle here. I think Blue Dog's just made his way past Quiet Cake. He's on 3 lap old mediums. Cake's on 17 lap old hards, so those tyres are definitely going to be... Oh, he's on a mission though, Blue Dog there. He's caught up to Christo very, very quickly. That tyre advantage is definitely kicking in now.
No, definitely Christo's definitely going to let Bopton through on the fresher tyres. But Christo stays out, so look, I have a feeling these boys are just hoping for a safety car. The only reason
Tetris gets 5.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not the race the AlphaTauri boys wanted. But look, anything's possible. There's still 10, 11, 12 laps to go, so anything can happen in this game.
Cuds and Tetris in the box.
And we got a yellow flag, sector 1, sector 2, no, that's gone. So
Blue Dog's having a look. No, he thinks twice about it. Of all the tracks with the most, and he's, sorry, there we go. He's down the inside. Christo's staying around the outside.
On the outside.
Both got no battery. Oh, Christo goes wide. Is that going to let the Alpine through? No, but the Alpine's going to definitely gain advantage there. And Blue Dog saying, thank you very much, see you later. Back to what I was going to say, the pit lane entry and exits, Singapore is definitely not one of the greatest ones, is it?
No, it is absolutely crazy. It can cause carnage, it definitely can, but look, I have to say, for a track that you cannot get a lot of overtakes on, these boys have put on a show today. I have not seen this many overtakes, let alone beautiful wheel-to-wheel driving as I have so far in this race. So hats off again to these guys. It's been some great showing.
As Sergeant Potato takes himself in, he's making the move now. Let's see what tyres, mediums or soft? What's your pick? They're looking like mediums. Yeah, mediums.
Yeah. I have to credit to Richo, jumping on today as a reserve, I believe. He's just had a great race. So he's just pretty much running his own race right now, holding 19 laps on the hards. Be interesting to see what he does, but what a drive by Richo. Stayed out of trouble, kept it clean. He's just building up his ERS. So I have a feeling he's either going to go a few more laps, put on the softs and just burn that ERS and try to catch up to the top runners. But he's just having an amazing race. So credit to Richo Jr. there.
100%.
Any battles you can see going on there?
Let's
pretty spread out.
Let's get through. Oh, we've got Quiet Cake Let me just see. Quiet Cake is got a Mercedes creeping up behind him now. I think my telemetry is a bit backwards here. Let me just.
I've got Cuds closing in on Christo. That's the closest battle that I can see. He's within DRS range. They are coming. It's starting sector 2 right now. The 2 Alpha Tauri boys as well. Tetris within DRS range of Battle Cat, but look, there's 10 laps to go, so anything can happen.
And he lets him through.
Let's just let Tetris through. So Tetris is on the mediums. Fresher tyres, smart move there. Just try to pick up as many points as they possibly can. And we've had a change. So Richo finally goes into the pits. Be interesting to see what he comes out with. He's so far, he's coming out with the mediums. So 10 laps on the mediums. He's going to be rapid. If he gets out in clean air, where's he come out?
He's got 70% battery, so he's definitely kept a lot on the bank.
The home straight right now. He's ahead of him coming into turn 1, and yeah, so he's on the mediums.
Yeah, and Powers has got a 3-second penalty as Sergeant Potatoes right on the back of Rhino now. And Rhino's gonna have cold tyres. So can he keep the position, or can the McLaren take the advantage as he goes right round the outside, easily gets the move done?
And he's not even burning ERS, so Sargent's still holding on over 60%. Richo's holding 70% of ERS, so he's got a lot of ERS to play with. Quiet Cake, 20 laps on the hards, so hats off to him coming up for Alpine as a Tier 4 driver reserving for him in Tier 3. Expect him to pit and go into the softs, I'm assuming, and just to put in a final push there for Alpine and get him in the points.
Let's position changes. We've got Sergeant Potato and up 10 spots. Quiet Cake up 10 spots, but Cake has to box still, if I'm not correct there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely. Cake still needs to box, but Sergeant Potato now slowly but surely closing the gap on Aussie Powers, who's on those 6 lap hards. Potato within DRS range now on the new set of mediums. So yeah, I'm looking for an overtake here in turn 1, definitely.
Yeah, he's having a blinder of a race, he is.
Sergeant, oh yeah, definitely starting at the back of the grid. He's just had an amazing race, so I think everyone's hoping now no safety cars to the end of this race.
As he gets the DRS and the fastest lap and gets the move done.
No,
or does he?
Still holds on the outside. Great driving there by Aussie Powers, but yeah, Potatoes on his arse here, coming through, I believe, turn 4, turn 5, he'll open up that DRS again.
He's going to get it done this time.
On the straight. Yep. And his
DRS is open.
DRS is open. Right
Powers has still got that. He's got a lot of straight line speed, don't he?
Wow.
Oh, Powers goes a little bit wide, which leaves the space open for Potato. Slight little tap there. Luckily, he kept his end plate.
No, it looks like
but he's not given up.
Aussie Powers has followed the real life Red Bull formula. He's gone for straight speed, so I'd love to know what wings this man's running a little bit later on, because his straight line speed is absolutely phenomenal.
And that's just letting Rhino catch up to these two boys, so he's going to be in the mix pretty quickly.
So this could... So at least another good showing for us, another 3-way battle between Powers, Potato and Richo. So yeah, let's see how this one unfolds, but Potato's right on the gearbox of that Red Bull, just cannot get the move done.
Powers must be the king of defense. I would. If there's an award for that, he's getting it.
Oh,
he's got the widest F1 car.
He's definitely being a Sergio Perez today.
Oh yeah.
Some great driving by Aussie Powers. Unfortunate with that 3-second penalty. Hopefully he can get it removed, because he does not deserve to lose spots with the race that he's had today. That's for sure. Now, Potato with the wing open. He has a look on the inside. Just can't get close enough to make the move there. But look, patient driving by Potato, so hats off to him there. He's not going for no stupid dive bomb and trying to ruin his race or Aussie Powers.
This is a tremendous battle. DRS open again. Is he going to... Power's just rapid down the straight with no
And
DRS, and
Potatoes,
he's
yeah.
going straight back past him.
And Potatoes used up all his ERS. So, and he looks like he's just got the move on Powers, and he's got the move
Oh,
done. So great driving there
well
by both
done,
these
mate.
boys.
Well done.
I think Powers late braking there, just couldn't get the traction coming out of that turn. And now
Rhino's having a look.
Yeah. Now I think now Potato's gonna. Well, he's got 7 laps to chase down Quiet Cake, who's on 22 lap hards, hasn't pitted yet. So expect Potato to hit P5 by the end of this race. Great points there for McLaren in the constructors. And with Christo sitting down at 9 for Aston Martin, Bopton P2 for Aston Martin as well. Blue Dog holding P3 comfortably for Ferrari. And Kaio, great drive.
Oh, Powers just kissed the wall there coming out of the exit, and he's letting Rhino basically give him a free position there. Hopefully he hasn't...
That's brought Christo back into it. Look at that. Christo's for DRS now. So we got another battle from 7 through to 9. I think we'll stick on board for that for the boys watching. There's definitely going to be some overtakes happening here.
And Quiet Cake makes his pit stop. Where is he going to come out, and in what tyres is he going to come out?
He has to come out on the softs.
Yeah, he's on the softs.
If he can come
out.
Oh,
and we have a full course yellow. What has happened?
Is that a virtual or a safety?
See if we can see what's happened here.
I think it's a virtual for the time being. I don't see the safety car out.
Deadly Fuller is out of the race.
Okay.
Deadly Fuller is out.
Is it a safety car? Is it a virtual? I have not seen the safety car come out yet.
No, safety car still in the pit lane, I can confirm. It has not left the pit lane.
Well, I know there's a few boys right now hoping the safety car is going to come out, but it looks like it's going to stay a virtual.
So we've got Cake, Geocat, Powers, Suts, and Bloody Who Cares have all jumped in and thrown on a set of softs. Everyone else has stayed out. And we're just...
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a virtual. So these keep it within the delta. Look, if you get a good jump on the virtual, you could shave off a bit of time to the car ahead.
Yeah.
But look, good luck trying to time it in this game. It's just too unpredictable, unfortunately.
Is this going to hurt the hard runners? Oh no, we're already back green, so where we go. Let's see.
We got Blue Dog going into the pits. Oh, what a wrong call there by Blue Dog.
He timed that very badly, didn't he? But he's got a massive lead behind to the car behind him though.
Oh, so I didn't see the 23 seconds. No,
yeah,
move,
so
he's on the
out.
softs. He's got 8 laps to catch these boys. Where's Sergeant Potato? He's coming down the home straight right now.
Potato just jumped him now, but he's definitely going to have an advantage
on those fresh softs. So
we'll see how that pays off for him.
What are we looking at here? Blue Dog says he's got 17 seconds. Hey, potentially could get himself a P3 if things work out his way. But look, at the end of the day, he can also go for the fastest lap and get himself an extra point there. So he's the only Ferrari running at the moment. So good luck. Good luck to Blue Dog.
Yeah, man. Looks like sort of P11 backwards have just sort of spread out. P9.
We got
Tetris and Cuds
on Christo,
and Christo
back in the battle,
catching up there.
And
Tetris looks like he's got a bit of pace.
Yeah, Tetris looks like those hards of those mediums starting to come to life. And look, pay attention in front of Tetris.
His AlphaTauri goes a bit wide there. That's going to cost him.
What penalties do these boys have?
Let's have a look. Penalties, so, we've got Cuds on 3, Tetris 5, Ador on 3, Powers on 3, and Suts on 6.
So the biggest position change is definitely, I think we can all agree, gets driver of the day. Sergeant Potato up
100%. Potato, you have had an amazing race, mate, and I take my hat off to you. GG's, my man. And I think that your TP is going to be very happy with his team's efforts today.
And we got Cuds on the inside of the final straight, takes Christo with a beautiful move. But
And the
Cuds does have that
AlphaTauris
penalty.
looks a...
And so does Tetris. Okay, something's happened there with Christo because Tetris and Cuds both got the jump on him there. Tetris with another penalty.
Christo's lost his front left end plate on his wing, so that's gonna not hurt his corner speed.
But the only
Gio
thing
gets a 39.9, the fastest lap.
Cat. So coming P12 at the moment, unfortunately fastest laps only for P10, but he has taken some points away from other runners. But look, if Christo can stay close enough to Tetris has got, I believe, 8 seconds worth of penalties right now, and Cuds has got 5 seconds. So Christo is still in this if he can keep it close. It's going to be very hard without that front end plate, but what a drive Christo's had. And Bopton sitting comfortably in P2, 16 seconds behind Verka, should run away with this. Kaio looks like he'll get P3 by the end of this. I can't see Sargent closing in on him with
5 seconds.
But if you have a look, Blue Dog right all over the gearbox of Richo. So it looks like Blue Dog with that soft strategy potentially has worked in his favour. He is right on the gearbox of Richo, coming along to the home straight, opens up the DRS, right on his gearbox, takes the inside line, and he's already ahead of him past turn one. So beautiful driving there by
Nice clean move there.
Very nice clean move. And Richo just going to try to hold on, try to get that DRS.
Oh,
and with a little bit of the back end.
Bit of drifting there.
And just dropping down, Quiet Cake and Christo. Quiet Cake, Christo's got the damage end plate, so this is really going to hurt Aston Martin.
Aston Martin.
Quiet Cake with the softs, going to turn on DRS. He's out of battery, but he's got the back wing open. Looks down he looks like he's going for a move down the outside, and he takes the outside with a little bit of late braking there. So good move there by Quiet Cake. So you've got both Alpines, T4 reserve drivers, comfortably sitting in P7, P8. Their TP ad is going to be absolutely ecstatic with this result.
Definitely. Yeah, but Quiet Cake up 7, Cuds up 4 positions.
I think this, unfortunately, this is really hurting Aston in the Tier 3 constructors, because now you've got both McLarens P1, P4. Mercy is just going to be absolutely bloody ecstatic. Kaio getting in some great points there for Alpha. If the voices just keep the same the last couple of laps, I think that's P1 through to P5 set. However,
Blue Dog is catching Sergeant Potato. He's now just 2 seconds behind him. And he's on 3 lap softs against 8 lap mediums with 4 laps to go.
If I was Sergeant, I will be saving my ERS for the final couple of laps. Because
yeah. Blue Dog on 8. He's only got 8%.
Yeah, he's burning, but he is catching. And if you have a look behind Blue Dog, you've got Richo, who's closing in on Blue Dog as well, but 7 lap mediums. So I think Sargent is smart enough here to be able to hold out Blue Dog.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just...
That's the battle to keep on right now. Tetris closing in on those softs, but unfortunately out of the points with those penalties. So it hasn't been a great day for the AlphaTauri boys. And we'll get back on, I can say, with Blue Dog and Sargent, who's now within the 1.7 of Sergeant Potato. So can those softs hold out for another few laps?
Those softs are definitely in their optimal working window at the moment, aren't they? But you need to get the move done before they start to die off. They're like 3 laps old now. 5 laps.
Ferrari have had some bad strategy calls last season. It looks like Blue Dog's showing them how it's done. If he can get this right, he's actually pulled off a great move.
Yes, maybe Ferrari need to take him on as a strategist.
I'm pretty sure Mash will already be thinking of that, and a few of the other boys will already be saying what we all know they say about Ferrari.
Oh, it looks like
And
Blue
you know
Dog
what?
just lost a couple of tenths there.
Yeah. And Sargent just keeping it
Come on,
clean,
Blue
just
Dog.
taking those corners, saving that ERS. I think he knows Blue Dog's coming. It's going to make it an interesting final 2 laps. And Blue Dog's closing on the straights, so clearly Blue Dog's got a lot of straight line speed. He's not burning because he's got nothing left to burn. So
No,
looks like
it's got
Sargent's got better quarter inch
30%.
speed, but Blue Dog's definitely closing
We've
in
got
on
a
the straights.
yellow
We've got a yellow flag,
flag.
sector 1.
Not sure who that was. Oh, someone is going into the box.
And Battle Cat just getting into P10 there on top of A-Dog. So there's some points for Alpha Tauri. So that's great work there by Battle Cat. He hasn't had a race to remember, but I'm sure just getting into points is going to be good enough for today.
Every point counts at the end of the
Oh, it does.
season. They all add
It
up.
definitely does. It definitely does. Now
And
Blue Dog 1.1 away from Sargent.
points go to 15. Points go down to 15 in Tier 3, I'm being told.
Oh, do they? Okay, I did not know that.
Thank you for
so
that,
it looks like everyone
Broseph.
gets points.
Legend.
Thank you, Broseph. I should know that considering my title was in Inters. That's why I've got an amazing admin team: Broseph, Maddie, Staines, TJ, Timmy, Kaya, and a lot of the other boys. I've been running around with like a loose, my head cut off. It wasn't for these fellas. Thank you, Broseph.
Looks like Blue Dog's just losing a bit of time to Sargent in the Sector 3. Not sure what's going on there.
It's either those softs that started to scream 5
Yeah,
laps in,
or
or
it's just
he's gone for a straight line setup potentially. Don't know, but Verk, Bopton, Kaio are running away with this. It'll be unfortunate to see one of them go through the wall in this final lap and a half. So let's hope they can keep it clean.
Yeah.
Well-deserved podiums by all 3 of them. We called it from the start of the race, so.
Do you think
there has been a request from Ferrari to slow down, considering you're in such the lead, but I wouldn't listen to it. Never trust a Ferrari TP.
Now, question: when you're running a race, let's say you're sort of in the pack for the whole race, and I find personally, like sometimes when you've got cars around you, like you're always focused because you've got to watch, the cars around you. Do you think like when you're in the top 3 there and you're basically doing 31 laps on your own, it's harder to keep your concentration levels?
Look, I think these boys, they put in good practice. They really take the racing serious. I think it does affect some of your concentration, because it just starts feeling like glorified time trial. But I think we got Verk coming around the home straight. I'm sorry. He's going to be closing in, coming down to Sector 2 now on his final lap. I don't think any of these boys, I think they're too good at what they do. They do it week in, week out. So
It's got a yellow. Someone has gone off. I'm not sure who. A Red Bull and a Ferrari look like they've had a bit of a moment, and the Red Bull has lost its wing. And
we'll just jump on. How about we'll just jump on with Verk as he goes through Sector 2, going towards that finish line. Sergeant Potato was.
Oh no, that's not what he wanted.
He's
having such a good race. Is he going to lose any positions?
He's going to lose a position of Blue Dog.
Yeah, but that's about it.
To Richo. If Richo can close 1.5 seconds in this final lap, that's going to drop Sergeant Potato down to P6.
And Verk's catching up to bloody who cares. He's about to get lapped. He's going to butt it off a little bit to not lap him. As Verk takes a very well-deserved dominant win around Singapore today. McLaren were cooking, yes, cooking. Bopton come around for a well-deserved P2 with...
And Kaio rounds out P3. We got a yellow flag, sector 2, sector
Two
3,
yellow
shouldn't affect the
flags.
race too much. Kaya with a 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane.
Why has he
would
got
go
into the
pit lane?
box? That's
I think that's just a little bit of cockiness by our T3 reserve.
rightio.
Congratulations to Kaya on a P3. Sargent finishes off in P4.
Well
Blue
done,
Dog
mate.
must have ran out of fuel there because he just lost a lot of time in that
Cuds is out of
final lap.
fuel. Cuds
And
is
Cubs
out
is
of
also
fuel.
out of fuel. So we've got McLaren, Aston, Alfa Romeo, McLaren, Ferrari, Richo in doing a great job there for the Williams in a P6. Quiet Cake, Alpine Reserve finishing P7. Aston Martin, Chrysler finishing P8. Battlecat finishing in P9. Great result there from everything that happened today. Cuds in... Oh, A-Dog jumps Cuds there in P10. Cuds in P11. And we'll just wait for Tetris and the rest of the boys to finish with the penalties coming into play and see where the boys will finish up there. So Tetris at the moment sitting in P12. Towers with a broken wing.
No
He's going to
wing.
finish the race.
There's 6 seconds of penalties.
And the Ferrari of Suts has got no front wing either.
Yeah, I
So
think those two had a bit of a moment, unfortunately.
So we got Powers finishing P13, Suts finishing P14, and Bloody Who Cares finishing P15. Great race by all these lads. Some amazing driving today on show. So congratulations once again, Burke, Bobton,
And Potato gets this
Kyo.
player. Sorry, mate.
Driver of the day. The player of the day, driver of the day.
Player of
well
the day.
deserved.
You could call
we'll
it
just
player
like-
of the day.
We could. So if we could get Bopton, Verk, and Kyo Tonic, if you guys can join the
In the
comms
comms
box,
box, please.
and we'll just finish up the stream. Let the boys get ready for the T2 race a little bit later on. And if you can just scroll down.
Yeah, I'm still in the
Okay.
celebration screen. You can't skip it when you're running it.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, I've got a
I'm
photo
sorry,
of the
you
results
can.
there.
Right, there you go, run it.
We've had Kyo in, but we'll make him wait since he's P3, so we'll start off.
I'll just scroll down for screenshots.
We've got Verk, and we're looking for good old Bopton. And you know what? Let's get Sargent in there as well.
Yeah, definitely get the driver of the day in there.
Alright, so we do have Kyo. And we might as well start off with him.
How are you, buddy?
Hello.
How are you, Kyo?
Sound like a very happy man today.
Yeah.
Great race. It's kind of
It's
expected.
alright,
I did have you for the win. You had an amazing start as usual.
Yeah. And then you break a wing and everything got damage control.
I know, I know. You haven't unfortunately had the best of luck at Singapore, or better yet, last week as well, and some other leads. But look, great drive. Thank you for reserving today for Alfa Romeo.
Got some decent points.
You did get some decent points for Alfa Romeo. I'm pretty sure Gobby's going to be ecstatic with the result that you got for him. Overall, how was the race? How'd you find it out there? It was pretty much a glorified time trial for Burke, Bopton and yourself. But, you know, anything that you can let the boys know that are going to be racing here later on today?
Yeah, just stay off those walls.
Sound advice there.
It really kills you, not just on the track with the broken wing. I wasn't losing too much time to Bopton, which wasn't my worry, but it was mainly trying to kick that gap to Blue Dog before I had to change the wing, and I would be on the podium. I don't think if he hadn't accidentally done the double medium strategy. So yeah, cheers, Blue Dog.
Oh, that explains why Blue Dog went for the softs. I just noticed that he went for a double medium. I actually didn't even pick that up, to be honest.
I think I did
So
read something. He accidentally selected the wrong
yeah,
tyres.
yeah. But
It's the other strategy. That's so I think he went for the
the
other strategy,
alternate, the
hoping for the
alternate
safety.
Right,
strategy. Yeah.
gotcha.
But look, great reserve drive, Kaio. I know you potentially may or may not have a seat in Tier 2, so keep yourself ready, and we might see you later on back at Singapore.
Maybe, yeah.
Sweet.
And
GG's,
congratulations,
fella.
mate.
Take care, mate. So next we have Bopton in the comms box. Are you there?
I am here.
Sweet.
How are you,
I'll
Mr.
just-
Bopton?
Oh, great, mate. Great. Yeah, no, it was fun. Fun tonight.
That was fun. I have to admit, I'd say this is one of the best races I've seen all season. Tier 3, and there were battles all over the track. I know you weren't necessarily involved in too many of them. That pit stop, I had a feeling it kind of screwed you around a bit. Had you come out in clean air, you would have given Verk, much harder challenge. Was that your aim, or did someone ask you to pit? What's the story there? Because you came out
Yeah.
behind a whole heap of traffic.
Yeah, like I was watching the gap between me and Verk, and he was slowly running away with it. So I kind of lost hope about catching him. But
Yep.
I was just trying to build enough of a gap really to see if I could get an undercut and come out ahead of the cars. But my math wasn't correct.
Unfortunately,
And,
unfortunately, you did get stuck in traffic there. We thought it was going to be another battle coming out of the pit exit between you and Verk. Then when we saw all the cars ahead of you on 17 old hards, and it's Singapore, so it's not the easiest place to overtake, unfortunately. But look, great race, great points for Aston Martin and for yourself. So it just makes the championship a lot closer between Verk and yourself. But overall, amazing drive. So congratulations.
Yeah, no, it was kind of fun coming out behind the cars too, because I got to actually have a couple little battles there, and try to get past, because everyone was on a DRS train, so it wasn't really too easy to get past. So I had to pick my moments, but yeah.
Yeah, there were definitely great battles all over the place today. We've hopefully caught them all on stream, but some great driving by you and your colleagues there in Tier 3, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, I'd just like to say hats off to Vic too. He had some race to lose tonight, and he did an awesome job.
I appreciate that, Bobden. Thank you, mate.
Cheers. Have a good one, lads.
Sweet.
You too, mate.
See you, buddy.
Did we get Verk in here? Did Verk join?
I don't know if Sergeant Potato has joined, so we could chat to him if we can get Verk in.
If the McLaren team principal's around, we'd love to have Verk in the party. So if you want to send him through, that'll be great. Sergeant Potato, mate. We don't normally do driver of the day,
But you deserve it today, buddy.
You had a great drive, mate. What happened in qualies? Was this done on purpose?
No, that wasn't done on purpose. I was coming through, I think it was turn 10, and I bumped the right wall, and it sent me straight to the left, and just wasn't good. And then on the I started like way at the back, and it was P17 or something like that. And it was just from there, it was just a recovery drive to see where I could get. And when I figured out I have pace on like I think my medium's got, not my medium, sorry, my hard's got up to like 55 to 60%, and I was still matching pace with some of the, I think some of the medium runners. And I was rapid on these, so I'll keep going on them, and then I switch over to the mediums, and then also had pace on them, caught up to, I think, it's the back of, I wasn't sure it was chasing, and I got ahead of a few people.
Yeah, no, you had an absolutely amazing race. That battle between, I think there was like a 5-6 way battle between you,
that was chaotic,
Christo.
yeah.
That was amazing to watch, but you boys all left room, wheel-to-wheel racing around pretty much all over the track. Not one of you's touched. It was actually great to watch, and what a strategy you pulled off, hard to mediums, and you also, that last penalty, 3 seconds. Blue Dog was on your tail. He was within 1 second. I think he ran out of fuel, or something went wrong, because
I'm not sure what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, he just backed off. But look, great drive, man. P17 to P4. I'm sure Mercy is ecstatic, considering the points that you boys got today for P3. And it's good to see you back on the grid.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks.
Thanks, mate.
No
Take care. Well done.
You too.
Alright, well that's the end of T3 for today. We've got a great race in T2 coming tonight. Definitely looking forward to that. If it's going to be anything like this T3 race,
Yeah.
it's just going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'll definitely be trying to watch that in the background. A couple of things on, but fortunately we couldn't get Verk in for an interview. But yeah, great race, mate. Very well
Hats
deserved.
off to him.
Definitely,
And
and
congrats to the McLaren on the points that they got today. I'm pretty sure it's definitely going to help them out in the constructors, and obviously Verk now with a clear lead in this tier. So congratulations to all drivers today. And once again, a reminder for all reserves, potentially T2 reserves as well. If you are not able to race, do not check in. It's just not fair on the other boys. So
No.
please keep that in mind.
yeah, 100%. So yes, this has been Tier 3 Singapore, Round 6. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream and the race. I've been Batman, and you have been Sam, and it's been a pleasure commentating with you, mate. You are a natural, and I look forward to jamming with you again soon, very soon.
Definitely appreciate the invite. Thank you, Batman. And yeah, see you later, fellas. Have a good one.
No, Kyle.
Let's cut this.